Welcome to Slop's Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting show. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Hit the subscribe button. Get the notifications on. You never want to miss another one of these for the rest of your life. While you're doing all that, let's talk to today's panel. The first one, you know him from the morning wood. Every single morning you see this guy. There he is all the time, always the great Matt Modi. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I went for a run this morning just to kind of get the endorphins flowing, feeling like I'm in the right state of mind. So I'm ready to get donned.
Nice. Yeah. I know girls used to do that back in the day. So that's awesome, dude. Thanks for coming on, dude. I'll be honest with you. The people out there, we were gonna have Tommy G and Dead Prez on today. Guess who showed?
Zero of them.
Neither one of them.
Right. We
got a call or a text from Matt. One of his relatives in the hospital. He's running out of relatives in the hospital, by the way. And then Tommy, we still haven't heard from. So Tommy G, if you're out there, text me. Let me know you're okay. You're probably not. Probably sleeping. It's fine. But anyways, I'll be honest with you. That opened up the opportunity to have one of my favorite people, the great Eytan from Odd Shopper. What's up, dude?
Dude, 2 times in a day. I'm seeing you more than my wife. This is great. I much rather prefer this company.
Nice. Yeah, everybody says that. I'll be honest with you, dude. You've never been here before, Eytan. So
First time. I'm excited. Maiden voyage. Let's go.
What we're about to do is we're going to each give out 3 bets, all right? And I always say play it all straight. But what the people do, we have true psychopaths that watch this show. They parlay all of them, like every one of them. So for that reason, no pressure. You have to go 3-0. If you go 2-1 in here and try and take a victory lap, they're going to jump you out on the Twitter streets. All right. They're not going to let you get away with that. Okay. So just so you know, 3-0, perfect will be just fine. Okay. That's what we're looking for.
I only have one question.
Yeah.
It's because one of my 3 plays, and I did this not knowing that Matt Modi, of course, is going to be on here. But now I feel like, especially as a fellow fan of the same team in which we root for and who I picked to hit a home run, I assume, like, based on the order that I see up top, I'm going before Matt. What happens if I pick a home run, Jack, that Matt has on his docket too? What happens then? Matt has to pivot?
Matt just got bent over. Matt cannot pick that anymore because you already picked that. Matt's a grown man. He's going to have to fight his own battles, okay? I truly believe in the parenting strategy, and this strategy will work here as well, even though we're not parenting him. You prepare the kid for the path, okay?
Yeah.
You don't prepare the path for the kid, all right? If you do that, you're going to be fine. And I think Matt's going to be prepared for the path. If not, Matt's fucked.
I mean, fair enough.
That's
fair
what
enough.
that is.
Zero argument there. Right.
I don't want to see it happen to him.
Me neither.
My friend. But at the same time, he's just going to have to be prepared.
It's life.
Do we have any other questions? I have a question. When it comes to saying that, like, relatives are in the hospital and you can't make it somewhere, how close do you go, like, to immediate family? Or do you go immediate family? I'll start with you first, Matt.
For me, mostly because none of my relatives live near me. If I say relatives in the hospital, it's parent or sister.
Oh, you go, Jesus, bro. Like, that's kind of a scumbag movie. Because what happens if your sister actually goes to the hospital at some point? Do you feel like that's your fault?
Well, okay, hold on. Is the question if I needed to make up an excuse?
Yes, that's what I got.
Is a relative in the hospital or not?
Matt?
Matt,
you can't backtrack now. You literally, so you have called
right to the top
and said that your mom was in the hospital, dude.
Sorry, no.
I thought you were, bro.
I thought you were asking
what level I was asking.
No.
Matt.
Dig in. May I
your
speak?
Mom. How many jobs have you said that your mom was in the hospital for?
0. I thought the question was, what level of relative would need to be in the hospital in order to use that as an excuse? That's what I thought. Like, in my scenario, one of my relatives is actually in the hospital. So if that were to happen, and I were to use that as an excuse,
and obviously you would say that relative. I'm just saying, if let's say nobody was in the hospital, how close do you go? How close do you fly to the sun?
I I wouldn't use that excuse because, like you said, you only run out of so many relatives, and I feel like you're just asking for karma. If you say a relative's in the hospital, you're
okay. Oh wow, so you're the opposite of what you just were. That's crazy.
correct.
That's awesome. Eytan, how close do you go?
I'm as far out as I can. In fact, I start on the outside, right? Like most people on the spiral, they start here and then they work their way out. I start with like extended in-law. Like that's where I would go.
So you go into your wife. So is that why you got married? So
yes, exactly. That was the only.
Happens, dude.
Yeah.
You got to think about this stuff before you pop the question.
I needed somebody I could rely. What did Chris Carter say? I needed a fall guy. In this case, a fall woman.
Yeah.
Smart.
No, nice. That's actually smart. I don't know. I go oldest, and not immediate. Like so, it would have to be old. Someone had a long life, so I always go grandfather. So anytime someone's grandfather's in the hospital and they can't make it, they're not telling you the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the one that can buy you some time that you can, it's only a one and done, and it's not death, so you don't have to worry about karma or anything like that. But it's the organ transplant. Have you ever used that one?
Okay.
Like a kidney transplant. Like my uncle needed a new kidney. Have you ever dropped that one on somebody?
I got to go and get blood tests. Yeah, but see, that can't pop up on you. You already knew you had to go.
Fair.
You know what?
Fair.
Well, you know what can pop up on you is appendicitis. I can tell you that from experience.
That's true. Yep. Sometimes your appendix explodes.
Exactly.
We buried the lead.
I don't want to see any pictures. I don't want to. Let's just move on. But okay, I just wanted to know like how close you go. Like I'd probably go grandfather, but I don't know. Grandfather's probably the closest.
Well, you only got four of them, cuz.
Yeah, somebody ends up. Oh, dude, I'm like 47. Everybody's gone, dude. But yeah. All right, so if you've never seen the show before, again, I'm going to give 3. Eytan's going to give 3. Matt's going to give 3. The thing is that we're going to go snake draft, okay? I'm going to go first. But before I do that, let's see what we did last week. I'm looking at the screen now. I think I took it down because I lost all 3.
Oof.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I was very close. The basketball one that you're looking at, Bridges, Siakam, Towns, they all hit except for Towns. Didn't get 21 plus. He got 20.
Nice.
What made that more fun, I was hanging out with my buddy Kenny in the garage. He had all that, but he had Towns 20 plus. So I got to hang out with a guy who won, which was not fun.
Yeah.
When I lost. Yeah. When we had basically the same thing. Matt Boyd that day, not my fault. He sucked.
Yep.
He was so awful. It was not my fault. And Jake Berger hit one literally 175 miles an hour. It just did not go clear a fence. I mean, he tried. What are you going to do? That was plus 350. So it should have been a better showing from me, is all I'm saying. McBeth's had Pete Crow Armstrong. He won the show, plus 475. I mean, that was a great call by him. It was awesome, too, that Bellinger didn't play that day. So he ended up with like 3.75 units. Tommy G, the great Tommy G that we don't even know where he's at right now, he had the Boston parlay. They only played one of those games, so it wasn't plus 130. He got whatever the first game was, and then he hit the Pacers money line, which I'm kind of glad that he's not here today because he would have been bragging about that and then calling Bregman soft, saying that Bregman got hurt. Dude, Bregman left the game that they were up like 1,000 to whatever, 2. And he did not have any of those 1,000 RBIs. So anyways, Tommy, suck it. If you were here, you could defend yourself, but you're not. I'm going to go first. I'm going to go right back to strikeouts. How we're going to attack tonight. I don't know if I want to go with the heavy artillery first. I got one that has no chance of losing. I guess I'll go that. You guys aren't going strikeouts because that's not how you roll. But, oh, do I hear no?
Just
okay. I'm going to go Chris Bassett.
Okay.
Over 5.5 strikeouts, minus 102 at FanDuel. I wish it was a plus money, but it's minus 102. He's going to see the Oakland A's. I don't know if you've been watching Oakland A's baseball recently, but they have now morphed into a strikeout team. Bad. And how bad? 76 strikeouts in their last 207 at-bats. That is like record-setting bad. Like unbelievable bad. You don't see it, all right? They're going to trot out a lineup that I think has a guy named Denzel Clark. And I don't want to slander this guy, so I'm actually going to get how many strike. Like it's amazing how many times this guy struck out. But according to Roto Grinders, who Kevin Roth works for, so we trust them, the projected lineup has Denzel Clark in it. Even if it doesn't, we're okay. But I'm just saying, just in case, he has had 19 at-bats, Eytan. Guess how many strikeouts he has?
In 19 at-bats?
Yeah.
10.
15.
Okay. I was lower.
That is Little League bad. Like,
that's awful.
That is unbelievable. There's a guy, Davidson, could be in the lineup, strikeout guy. CJ Alexander should be in the lineup, strikeout guy. Brent Rooker against Bassett, strikeout guy. Miguel Andujar, strikeout guy. You go through this lineup, there's one guy, Jacob Wilson, who probably is not going to strike out tonight. Everybody else is in play. It is the perfect Friday night game because, like I said, if you get to watch this and every single guy that comes to the plate legitimately has a chance to strike out, with some guys that they might just not even let him come up there. Like Clark might as well not even bring a bat. I mean, it's bad. So throw me down for that one. And the beauty of it is, if that does lose, which it's not, we have a night game with an even better bet next. Go ahead, Eytan.
All right, so I love this bet. I was trying to place the order of it as far as maybe building up to the longest odds, but it's a chess game now that Modai's in the house, right? So I have to try and get ahead of him and remove this from the big board at the very least. I got it this morning at 440. It is dipped. I've seen as low as 380 right now. You can still get it at 420 last I checked at ProfitX. Shout out to Slop, right? Code Slop there.
Code Slop, ProfitX. Download it right now. Hurry up.
You can still get it there at 420. It's Bryce Harper. And I think you look at this, Jack, the potential coming back. I'm not worried about the elbow. I'm not worried about any long-lasting injury, anything along those lines. He wouldn't be out there this early in the season if there was any massive concern about it. You also have the combination, like Quinn Priester is a guy that's going to get knocked around. The bullpen is going to provide some opportunities here for Harper. We've seen how deadly this lineup can be fully intact, and that means Schwarber now dips a little bit. Bohm's got what, 4 or 5, five, right? 4 all in the month of May. The bats are starting to pop a little bit. Casty, the 4-for-4 day the other night. Like, there's a lot around Harper as well. And I don't know, maybe he's upset. Maybe he's angry. He didn't get a chance to take it out against anybody on the Atlanta Braves. He wasn't obviously going to face Spencer Strider again. So maybe this is his opportunity. Maybe it is the very first pitch he sees in the zone. He takes it yard, but it's a great weather day. It looked like too. I saw from a couple of people popping in this ballpark. Give me Harper. If you could get him north of 4-1, lock it in.
God, that feels right. That makes me want to bet, dude. It just does, man. Matt, do you have anything to say about that?
I wasn't going to take Harper, so you didn't have to worry about that. Is that game going to play? I worry about it being rained out. That's my only concern there. High chance of rain.
Kevin Roth
I know
didn't say it was going to rain out.
What'd you say?
Kevin Roth didn't say it was going to rain out.
He didn't?
I don't think so.
Then where did I see that it was going to get rained out?
We are under a flood watch at 6 o'clock here. But
yeah, it's orange. Yellow. Yeah. It's rated yellow-orange.
Yeah. Come on.
Here's the thing, though. You could play like water on the ground. You can play.
Yeah.
It's the stuff coming down that gets in the way.
100%. Seen it. We've seen it happen a million times.
Matt, all right.
Matt.
Yes.
You're up.
My first one, I'm going to go with a guy named Ronald Acuna Jr. plus 350 at Bet365. I'm going a little bit shorter with the odds. You know, we got to put these in a 9-leg parlay. So shout out to me for going with the guys with the under 400 odds.
I think it's crazy that both of you, like, I literally spelled it out for you. Both of you were like, yeah, let's go home runs.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. It's baseball season, Slop. I could go NBA.
I felt better knowing Modai's on the show that I could get away with it. Probably not with Dead Prez or somebody else. Tommy.
So Acuna, I don't know if you guys know this, but he's back. His first at bat, he hit a baseball. I'm not going to say he hit a home run because that is doing a disservice to what he did to that baseball. Somebody in my Discord said that he skull fucked it, and that made me laugh. So that's what I'm going to classify. 115 miles an hour, 400 in 67 feet. His first at bat after being gone for a year with the torn ACL. He's hit, I believe, 2 home runs since he's come back. And yesterday, did not hit a home run, had a fly out that traveled 363 feet, 104.8 miles per hour off the bat. I don't know how that's not a home run. And then he also had another fly out, 348 feet, 98 miles an hour off the bat. Not quite hit as hard, still pretty good. But he's just been destroying the baseball. I mean, his average exit velocity is 102 miles per hour off the bat. It's insane what this guy's doing to the baseball. He's going to see Lucas Giolito.
Mm-hmm.
He's worse against left.
geez.
I'll give you that. You would rather a left-handed hitter. With Acuna, it doesn't matter. And he's good. I mean, his barrel rate since he's come back, 37%. It's insane. I mean, it's been a week, so these sample size numbers are going to be crazy. Barrel rate against against fastballs from righties, 33%, 66% hard hit rate. He's just putting these baseballs on the moon. And after getting close twice yesterday, I think he's going to get one out tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anything to add there, Eytan? Or can we just move on?
Let's move on. I love that.
I mean, yeah, he said everything. He literally quoted every single stat you could possibly talk about.
The irony here is that all of the theater that we created about whether or not I would steal a home run from Modi, I'm now more concerned that I'm taking a K prop off the board from you. Look, 4 strikeouts doesn't seem like that big of an ask for most guys who are going to get at least until they get knocked around, right? 4, maybe if you're in there 5 innings. And I think you look at what's gone on with Washington past couple of days. Jake Irvin's going to get run support. His K does not blast off. Metrics don't blast off the sheet. Over 3.5 Ks, you might be able to get it close to even money, to be honest with you. And then you look at Arizona, where 2 things I think jump out, right? First, there are more strikeouts in this lineup now than there have been, I think, at the start of the year. Did I say something, or is it just...
I'm laughing because this is Matt's turn, but you're picking, which I love.
Oh, shit.
It's a snake. It's a snake. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's your first time.
I'll be honest with you, man. I love that initiative. You know what I mean? You were like, it's Matt's turn. Fuck that guy. I'm going. I like Jake Irvin. You know what I'm saying? I like it. See,
I was really concerned.
Matt, do we let him keep going? Or do we let you go? I don't even know what to do in a situation like this.
He was spitting. Let him finish.
Yeah, okay.
Let him
keep
finish.
going. Keep going.
My first time I broke the machine. This is my life.
Dude, like I said, life is all about ambition, and that was an ambitious move. You know,
I don't know why I thought the snake draft, and I forgot. Like, you're at the end of the snake draft, you get another one, you come back.
Mm-hmm. That's just
a
snake
for any
draft.
add-on. I got lost. All right, so let me finish up real quick. Arizona, a little more Ks in this lineup than we've seen at the start of the year. You can point to at least 4 or 5 guys that are going to be K opportunities, assuming Irvin doesn't get yanked. And why I don't think he will get yanked, at least on the other side of this, Merrill Kelly is on the hook now. For better or worse, they cannot go to their bullpen. And that's going to be a disaster if they go early to the bullpen. They're basically conceding the game at this point based on what we've seen from Arizona. So I'll take Irvin over 3.5 Ks. I got it at minus 104. Looks like you can get it maybe even better than that. Probably not even money, but in that range.
I like it. Modi, anything to add?
Just
well, so that was the one I'm going to take now. I was going to say for last, but since we're on the topic of Cole Irvin, I'll give you a guy that might strike out, but is also definitely going to hit a home run off of him. That's going to be Ketel Marte. Now, he's missed a couple games with an illness. Okay. They just wanted to give him a couple days off. You know, he's fine, not worried about it.
You a doctor?
I'm a doctor based on what I Googled and said, is he going to play tonight? And they said yes. How did they know? They didn't know. But
that's fair.
So Jake Irvin, lefties demolished this guy. His last 30 days, so his last 5 starts basically, 16% barrel rate, fly ball rate, 38%, which for him is high. Only a 30% ground ball rate. And he's a ground ball pitcher. That's not good. He's only striking out 9% of his lefties. Now, the righties is where you can get some guys. So Eytan's prop is going to come through. But the lefties, I mean, with those percentage numbers, with a K rate below 10% against lefties, that is truly, truly disgusting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Marte's missed a bunch of time this year. He's been hurt. Now he's sick. Again, he's fine. He's going to come back. But his last 30 days against righties, and he's a guy that hits lefties harder. So the fact that he's doing this to righties is showing you how hot he is at the plate. 24% barrel rate to right-handed pitchers over the last 30 days. ISO rate 434 ACE rate, 462 WOBA. He's only striking out 13% of the time. So again, that high of a barrel rate with that low of a K rate is showing you that he is destroying the baseball. And the two pitches that get nuked for Jake Irvin, the curveball and the four-seam fastball, he throws those like 80% of the time. Guess what? Ketel Marte against righties over the last month, 4 home runs, 30% barrel rate. Fly ball rate's lower than you want, only 29%. But again, the K rate's 11%. He's never striking out. And when he makes contact, these balls are hit to the moon. It's insane. Also, last thing I'll make here before I shut up, Ketel Marte plus 450 at Bet365. He's like 285 at FanDuel. FanDuel's terrified. They know he's going to go yard. Bet365 hasn't quite woken up yet. I think they're a West Coast company. So we'll go Ketel Marte. 450 Bet365.
I like it. I like it. I will say with your recent home run run that you're on, I would put Corbin Carroll in your back pocket. Because you have what I like to call the worst luck I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like Eytan. If he takes someone, that guy hits a ball off the top of the wall like 3 out of 4 times.
Max Kepler yesterday. Did you have him?
Ball 130 miles an hour and it doesn't go out. It is bananas. Or the other guy that he spent time talking about, that guy hit. It's uncanny. I've never seen it. Like he's like right there. So
we're close.
Yeah. So whenever you're talking to Matt Modi home run prop at this moment, who's the closest guy to that guy? And I bet you that guy hits 3.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah.
I've been betting that every night. 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll shout out myself. I put out something that I thought was pretty funny. I want people to still watch the Dawn Report because, you got to watch it. But if people want to watch it and still make money, all you got to do is don't bet the guy I give out. Under no circumstance do you want to bet that guy. Bet his teammate for sure. And then also bet the guy that I went with yesterday. So whoever I went with yesterday will probably hit one today. And then don't go with anybody that I actually bet myself.
So who'd you have yesterday?
Well, one guy didn't play, Christian Walker. Isak Paredes, he didn't hit a home run.
Yeah.
Isak hit one?
No, but he's going to tonight.
So Isak and Corbin Carroll, guaranteed.
That's a 2-legger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to my pick. I'm going to go with a guy called Zebby Matthews. Over 5.5 strikeouts, plus 105 at Profit X. If you don't know what Profit X is, it's an exchange. Basically just like FanDuel or DraftKings, except you're not playing against a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You're playing against other people, but it looks and feels just like a sports book. Like I have Zebby Matthews over 5.5 strikeouts, plus 105, whereas at most of the books, you're looking at not the craziest price difference, but there is a difference. Like I'm getting the best move. So check it out. If it's available in your state, which it probably is, because it's available almost everywhere in the United States, download it right now, promo code Slop. But anyways, Zebby, the idea that he only needs 6 is insane. His first start against the Brewers, it was his first time back. He got rocked last year, all right? He's just a kid. He's coming up. He's the next thing. He got beaten, like senseless. Now he's back. 5 strikeouts against the Brewers. 71 pitches, though, Eytan. That's not enough.
No.
The next game, he went out there against the Royals, a team that doesn't even strike out. Like, I don't even know if they struck out yet this season. 9 strikeouts against those guys. They let him throw 81 pitches. He was out there. He was missing bats, 12 swings and misses, that's really good. Tonight, he's going to get the Seattle Mariners. They are a strikeout team. They've been acting like they're not a strikeout team recently. Don't fall for it, okay? They're lying, all right? 44 strikeouts in their last 171 at-bats. That's not good, but that's not as bad as they have been. Like, they've been very bad this season. They're one of the worst ones in literally the entire MLB. 120 strikeouts in the last 444 at-bats. So something happened. Last night, Mackenzie Gore made him look stupid. I know he's a lefty. Zebby's a righty. Doesn't matter. Zebby has a 42% strikeout rate against lefties so far this season. Again, not the biggest sample size. It's only been 2 starts. But you got to start looking at the lefties in the Seattle lineup. J.P. Crawford, let's count with me. That's a strikeout. He's getting him once. Polanco, he's getting him once. Cal Raleigh might get him twice. I'm a big dumper guy, too. It's just he's going to be batting left-handed tonight. Rowdy Tellez, That's a strikeout. How many is that so far?
That's
4,
four right? Or 5 if we're including 2 for the dumper.
Oh, yeah. And Leody Tavares, that's a strikeout. So that's 5.
One of those guys is good for another one, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about Ben Williamson, who, again, might as well not even have a bat when he goes up there sometimes. Dylan Moore, that's a strikeout. I mean, like, we're running out of guys that are not going to strike out. You know what I'm saying? Randy Arozarena, that's a strikeout. Like, there's literally nobody else. Julio Rodriguez, that's a strikeout. We only need 6. He could get this his first time through because his strikeout K rate to righties, 38%. Like, what are we doing? Like, how is this only 6? Like, this guy is probably going to be a 7 or 8 guy at some point soon. And if you want to tonight, if you don't want to be a pansy about it, go over to FanDuel right now, and I'll get you his number. We might be doing this because it's a late Friday night game. People don't realize that. So you know what happens? After we stuffed all the cash in our pockets from the earlier games, we got money to burn. So you know what we do? We go and take Zebby. I'm almost there. Give me a second, Eytan. I know you want to go.
No. Don't you have another one to go first?
Zebby, 9+ strikeouts plus 750.
Jeez.
You think he can't get 9 Mariners? If he got 9 Royals, Matt, the conversion chart of Royals to Mariners, that's like 17 Mariners.
Yeah, that's almost double.
Yeah. So we 9 plus 750 at FanDuel right now. That's a bonus pick. That's a bonus. You don't get that on the streets a lot of times. Did you know that?
No, you
cannot.
don't.
You just don't.
That doesn't count as your second pick, so it's not my turn yet.
Nope. Yep. No, you're doing good. You got it. You picked it up. Now, my last pick is also going to be from Profit X. Again, promo code SLOP, link in the description. Just get it. I don't understand how everyone should just have Profit X because I don't see why they wouldn't have it. Will Benson, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, plus 134. You can get this at the book. Caesars has that like plus 120. Obviously not as good as 134, but it's still pretty good. Will Benson plays during the day today, guys. And I'm kind of disappointed in both of you for not having a day game because it's Friday. It's my favorite day of the week. It's awesome. It's just great. But you know what makes some Fridays better than others? When we get day games, all right? We get a day game on this Friday. The Cubs, generally they're our daytime Friday team. They got the Reds. They're going to throw out Colin Ray, all right? Colin Ray is what I like to call a barrel machine, but to lefties, not righties, lefties, Matt. Here's the thing. Will Benson, left-handed. Every day he is. Every day since he was a kid, left-handed. He smokes Ray. All right, go through. We're not a batter versus pitcher. Never have been, never will be. But Will Benson in his career has seen this guy 13 times. How many hits do you think he's got? Modi?
What, like 6?
5.
Mm.
He's
Pretty
got
good.
Tough.
a home run.
Yep.
He's got a triple. He's got a double. 2 singles. Batting .417, .917 slugging percentage. Guess what else Will Benson is? A day guy. Besides being a left-handed guy playing during the day today, he is also a day guy. That's 29 plate appearances this season, 3 dingers, batting .240, knocking in runs all over the place, 9 RBIs. He only has 5 at night. So, I mean, he's like twice as good during the day. We only need a hit, a run, an RBI. We only need 2. Any combination, doesn't matter. He can get 2 hits. He can knock in 2 runs. Sack fly and a run. Who knows? Who cares? He's getting 2, though. That's all we know.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it.
I can't believe it's this easy.
Yeah, that just seems like a simple pathway to profit right there.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eytan.
Let's see.
It's your turn.
I was going to – so everything is open here. There's one play that I absolutely love in the NBA game on Saturday. So I figure if 8 plays hit tonight and we're waiting and the 9-leg parlay is hinging on Pascal Siakam scoring 22 points, we're probably in a good spot.
That would be pretty fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm thinking.
How many people do you think cash out when that happens?
Well,
Too many.
Here's the thing. You will be asked that many a times on Twitter. Hey, Slop, do I cash out? And you'll say, great question. No. right? Like basically so
legends never cash out.
You can't. And again, the $5 into 2K, what have you, those are nice. But in this case, for me, it's Siakam, 22 points. I'm just tracking a guy who has seemed to be up and down rather consistently. Like his inconsistency has been consistent. And there's nothing that the Knicks have done. They're not scheming him differently. There's no set of strategy that Tom Thibodeau is rolling out when he's had bad games. Just look at what happened recently, right? The shot volume was there. He comes off a strong performance at home. They hit the road. The entire team lays an egg. Halliburton disappears. Siakam still took 13 shots. He was still active when it came to shot volume. He just had a shitty night. And he's been able to respond with those consistently in this series with strong nights. At home, closeout game. His numbers continue to be undervalued because he's not a star necessarily, but he puts up star numbers often.
He has a nickname.
Well, you know what? That's criteria one. What is his nickname?
Spicy P.
Spicy P.
Ooh.
He
does represent right now. I mean, and I hate to say it, it pains me to say it, Modi, I'm sure too, but he's got to be the number one Cameroonian player right now in the NBA, right? Yeah. Above Joel Embiid.
He's playing basketball. Embiid's not.
He's physically on the floor.
Yeah.
So I'll take, look, 25 is out there. I think you can flirt with that. Absolutely. It's there. The volume is there. The opportunities are going to be there against the Knicks at home in this closeout game. The one thing that you would say may push you away from that is if the Knicks blow them out. I don't think they get blown out at home. It's hard for me to think that New York comes in here and rides some wave and just destroys everybody. So I'm going to go Pascal Siakam over 21. Actually, I think it's still 20 and a half right now. Yeah, it's 20 and a half. So Pascal Siakam, 21 plus points. You can get it at minus 112 or so over at FanDuel. Definitely shop where you can, but that would be the one for me.
I like it. And just for anybody that whenever we hit all 8 plays today and you start thinking, do I cash this out? I'm going to ask Slop. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You didn't come this far to come this far. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come back to the video and just hear me say that. All right. No, do not cash out. The books are going to come up. Please, God, cash out. Do not do it. Don't fall for it. Siakam scoring 21 points. You know that. I know that. He knows that. Everybody knows that. The books know that, which is why they're lowball offering you stuff to get you to not take all their money from them. So again, stay with it. Do not cash out ever. Matt.
Nope.
And I'm not telling you guys what to do. Do whatever you want.
Just never cash out.
All right, last one. So this was going to be my second play, but again, we had to stay in that one game. The Diamondbacks. Give me O'Neal Cruz plus 370 to hit a home run at FanDuel. Talk about another guy that's destroying baseballs. If one wanted to say that he was skull fucking baseballs, I would not disagree with them. Similar to Acuna, his average exit velocity when he makes contact with the baseball, 102.1 miles per hour off the bat. That is insane. He strikes out a lot. So you're going to have these situations where when he makes contact, it's sent to the moon or he strikes out. Those are the best guys to bet home runs off of because nobody wants to bet on them because they strike out a lot. That's fine. That means he's swinging for the fences. I got no issues with that. Last 30 days, again, a high K rate, 36%. That's high. But 259 ISO, 78 WOBA, barrel rate, 30% barrel rate, 75% hard hit rate. Now his ground ball rate is high, but he's been starting to put the ball in the air. He hit a home run last game that traveled 372 feet, launch angle of 40 degrees. And he's not even a 40-degree launch angle guy, to steal some Slop phrasing. That's not what he does. And you look at him, the haters are going to say he just hit a home run last game. 3 separate times this year, he's gone yard back-to-back games. He actually went yard in 3 straight games back in April, followed that up 3 days later with 3 home runs in 4 days. So I'm not scared off of the back-to-back thing. He's going to see Nick Pivetta, Nick Pivetta is the guy that Acuna destroyed last time. Now, Acuna's a righty, but still, Nick Pivetta against lefties over the last 30 days, 9% barrel rate isn't terrible, but the fly ball rate is high for him. The ISO rate's high, and the WOBA is high as well. And the thing for Pivetta is his four-seam fastball. That's what gets nuked. That four-seam fastball is also what O'Neal Cruz destroys. 70% hard hit rate, 30% barrel rate, just annihilates four-seam fastballs. And yeah, he's going to strike out. That's fine. Strike out twice, hit 1 home run. That's good in my book. So my last one, give me O'Neal Cruz plus 370 FanDuel.
I like it. He's in the Millie And that's what I'm very confident about that one. I would say that game starts at 9:40. I think he will have homered by 9:41. Some guys just don't last that long.
No.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And
It's in their DNA.
if you're one of those guys that don't last very long, that's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, it's dude, he's definitely an home run tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. I feel good about what we just did. I think that was a great show. I think the people are going to be very happy with all the cash we stuffed in their pockets.
For sure.
I know I went 3-0. I didn't really hear all of your picks, but I'm pretty sure they all went 3-0 as well. So that would be 9-0 if you're familiar with math. So that's cool. Matt, tell them where they can find you. We got to get out of here, man. I got to eat lunch. I'm starving.
Yeah, Slop's hungry. On Twitter at Jedi Modai. Everything you need, you can find there.
Okay, nice. That was very quick. I thought you were going to go longer. Eytan.
At Shanders Bets. I need followers, so come
Okay.
follow.
So Eytan needs followers. So what we need you to do is go to Twitter and follow Eytan.
Great. Can't wait.
Please follow. I feel like one of those like ASPCA commercials. The
Right.
dogs are starving.
Sally Struthers.
You just need $18.
He just needs
on.
18 more followers so
just
he can
need
eat this week.
Followers. All right.
That's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Slop Rules. It's my channel. I'll be back later on today. Me and Eytan are going to do the Dinger Show over on the Odd Shopper channel at 2 p.m. today. That's the new time. We thought about it, and that is the exact time that our Dinger picks are the best. So we moved it for the people, not for us, for you. That's awesome. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.